in the place they call the United Center in Chicago, the home of the Bulls, where today we'll be broadcasting live. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, with Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Brown wide open, he fires. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That's his first foul. Stan, we expect to see a lot of action inside tonight. Both of these teams have powerhouse front courts.
Yeah, Kevin, it could get very, very physical down low. You're right about that. It is size versus size. They're going to be fighting for position, fighting for every rebound, Kevin. It's kind of like an old school energy to this matchup.
Here's Vucevic, and it's Jokic with the rebound. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Six on the shot clock, and he comes up with the deuce.
Well, Jokic is a smooth operator in tight. He won't waste many of those chances.
Pass to Vucevic. In the corner, Okoro with it. Buzelis with the ball. Here's White. No good on the triple. An efficient score. Kobe White effective with or Greg without the ball in his hands.
And that's a rare quality. A guard who can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
And it's Vucevic missing. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with you. When asking him about their key to success, he immediately pointed to Jamal Murray. Coach said he's the conductor of their operation. If you want to slow them down, you go for the head of the snake, and that's Jamal. Keying in on the orchestrator sounds like a good plan. We'll see if they execute it. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. To end the run, and he goes in for the dunk.
And if he sniffs the rim, he's attacking. Getting not messing around when he gets in close like that.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of it.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Into the lane. To the wing on the left. Johnson the screen. Here's Jokic. Chicago grabs the miss. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. 2 minutes. Now Buzelis. And it's blocked. Here's Jokic. To the middle. Brown outside. Jokic a screen. To the paint. Nice move. And it's good on the way in. Jokic has got his second basket.
Well, run into Jokic too hard on the screen, and you'll be on the bench for a while.
And it seems like Josh Giddey playing with newfound confidence, coach, since his arrival with the Bulls in Chicago.
Yeah, one of those trades that seem to benefit both teams. The Bulls have handed Giddey the keys to their offense, and he has not looked back.
Murray with it. Guarded now by Okoro. And it's Murray with the jam.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Now here's Giddey. 46 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to White. Shot clock at 6. And White slams it in.
Explosive move by White, going right up to the rim.
Inside, Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
Well, that's not the focus we're used to seeing from him at the line. He's usually rock solid from there.
Rebounded by Valanciunas. Watson surveying the D. And so it's the Denver Nuggets. 13 points up at the end of the period. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Denver.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And stolen by Murray. And count it from 19 feet away. Murray's got 8 points.
Well, Murray can create space off the dribble, and he doesn't hesitate with that pull-up.
The Nuggets leading by 15. And you assemble an all-swagger team, Jamal Murray, and he is on that roster.
Well, you're right, Kevin, and look, where players really gain their confidence, their swagger, if you will, in this league is when you play your best on the biggest stages in the playoffs. Jamal Murray has certainly done that. He has earned his swagger.
Goes up on the high post. Rebound by the Nuggets.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
Bulls trailed by 17. No one near Herter as he lets it fly. Off target from three-point range. Here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the jam.
Teammates benefit so much from playing with Jokic. He draws all the attention, then sets you up for the score.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Both teams deciding to change it up. And here is Dosunmu. Nothing on the board. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, "Basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home, something that's more important than basketball." Back to you, Kevin.
Some good perspective. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. In the corner, Okoro with it. On the wing, Giddey. Back to Okoro. Lock at 6. And Okoro throws it down.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
Two very easy points right here. And, Coach, one thing that David Adelman stressed was getting this Nuggets team in much better shape.
Yeah, it seems like they wore down in the playoffs last season. So improved conditioning and more depth potentially could help them hold up better down the stretch.
Good on the second free throw. And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
It doesn't take much to get Buzelis up to the rim. He just pops off the floor and is right there.
Johnson outside. Brown outside. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Pass to Valanciunas. Brown outside. Wide open look here for Murray. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Dosunmu. It's hauled in by Brown. Deep two from Murray. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Murray's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, we've seen this before. When Murray gets it going, he gets it all going. He can score from anywhere.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Denver making a switch here. 1:32 left to play here in the half. It's White on the wing. Here's Giddey. And the Bulls with another miss. Denver leading by 20. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
There's 1:17 left in the first half. Pass to Watson. Tipped away. Here's Jokic. 5 to shoot.
Terrific effort from Vucevic, using his size and length to make an impact defensively.
Now the Bulls with it. Here's Buzelis. Offline with his 3. Down low. Here's Brown. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And it's Vucevic missing. Here's Jokic. Shoots over Okoro. Off target with the jump hook.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be back with you shortly. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Stan, the basketball term, finish the cut. What happens when you don't do that?
Well, 2 things can happen on that, Kevin. Number 1, when you don't finish the cut, you slow down and you take away a chance of getting a layup off the pass. And then the second thing is it leads to turnovers because of that, because the guy passing the ball is expecting you to continue your cut, to finish it, and you don't, and the ball's thrown out in front and out of bounds in a lot of cases.
And you want to use the whole court, but you got to be careful with the long passes. Those are easier to pick off.
Drills it from outside. Jokic has got 7 points.
And the jumper of Jokic, it's almost a set shot. He's totally in control.
Pass to Vucevic. Back to Giddey. In the corner, it's Buzelis. No good with the wing jumper.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injuries.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Let's hear it for you. Into the lineup for the Nuggets, Zeke.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Tim Hardaway Jr. That's an inbound violation.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Now, here's Jokic. He's got 7. And there it is for him. He's got 9.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
6 to shoot. The Bulls need to get a shot off. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Denver ball.
And here's Denver. Good momentum, 8 straight points. There's a screen by Murray. And the foul called on Josh Giddey.
Josh Giddey.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. To the inside. 6 on the shot clock. Murray, good.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, the Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that. Back to you guys.
They're sure good with him in the lineup. Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Giddey. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Valanciunas just being a bully on defense there. Great job positioning himself to get that block.
Castanagi. Jokic with it. He's got 9. Buzelis grabs the board. In the corner, Okoro with it. They could use a bucket. And the rejection by Valanciunas. In the corner, Hardaway with it. .119 left here in the third quarter. Murray outside. A 3-ball. Rebounded by Vucevic. White inside. And that comes off the assist by Giddey.
And sinking that one, he ends a 14-0 run by the Nuggets.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
With the crossover, Jones, no luck. And Valanciunas has got the ball here for the Nuggets. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. The kick out to Brown. The putback. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Murray for 3. Rebound by the Bulls. White down low. And Valanciunas pulls it down. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. He's made all 3 of his free throws so far. 6 seconds left to play in the third. Hardaway with a wide open. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the fourth.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Now Brown. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Giddey. Drives to the hoop. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Denver passing it around. Watson for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Timeout called, the Bulls.
Here they come, fans. Turn your attention to the clock. 41.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. And here are the Pistons. Everyone talks about Jaden McDaniels' defense, and for good reason, Stan.
Well, BA, one way to get a lot of playing time is to be the best. That's something. McDaniels is a total lockdown defender on the wing. He can guard anybody.
And so it's Minnesota with it, following the score by Detroit. Gobert. Good. The assist goes to Edwards.
Well, given how tall and lengthy Gobert is, it makes sense why he looks to score inside. Nice bucket there.
Duren with the bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Randall on the screen. Here's Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. The shot no good. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, JB Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. He was complimentary of his opponent, Anthony Edwards. Coach told me Ant is a special player in terms of his athleticism, skill, and his mindset. He approaches each matchup with an aggressiveness that we need to try and match. BA, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's Cunningham. And the dunk by Duren.
That is what they want from Duren. Spike it, young fella.
Here's DiVincenzo. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. That free throw no good from DiVincenzo. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, BA. So those playmaking decisions in the moment are a lot easier said than done. Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Cunningham, right side. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Well, just look at that power. Edwards is unbelievable.
To end the run. No good, off the front rim. The Timberwolves lead by 3 to the paint. Here's DiVincenzo over Cunningham. DiVincenzo can't hit. Detroit moving the ball around. Cunningham on the wing. Lets the three fly. Sinks it from distance.
Wow, Cunningham dialing it up from three-point range.
It's not easy to finish in traffic, but those are chances he has to convert.
Here's Harris. Driving in. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Well, the strength of Gobert allows him to finish through contact better than most guys.
Now here's Cunningham. Pass to Thompson. Here he goes. Out to the right wing. The three. Here's Harris. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
The kick out to Edwards. Nicked by Gobert. From the stripe. Detroit with a rebound. And it's Ivy penetrating. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Boy, clanks that one off.
He's trying to figure out a little K solution. She might be cooked.
The back iron and it falls. Cunningham's got 5 now.
Yeah, and Cunningham there, able to shoot with his feet set. That's one he knows he can hit.
Pass to Gobert. The 3, DiVincenzo. Misses another. Just 1 of 4 from the floor. Cunningham outside. With the drive. And Cunningham throws it down.
Very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. Detroit on top. They're up by 2. Don't go away. Whoop.
13.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, looking at what we've seen from the Pistons, what do you think?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
Stolen by Conley. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Oh, a sensational slam by Ant.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Tipped away. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And Stan, the Pistons' J.B. Bickerstaff, the runner-up last season for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, instead it went to Kenny Atkinson, who replaced him in Cleveland. But B.A. talking about landing on your feet, Bickerstaff showing again he can turn things around.
Stewart outside, lets it go from deep, and the three-pointer goes. Stewart's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved, the team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Guys, back to you.
On the rise. Allie, thanks very much for the report. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Edwards. Another one falls for Minnesota.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Ivy outside for 3. And again, no good by Detroit. And Minnesota with possession here. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Reed, good.
Not easy inside there for Reed, but he made something happen.
Ivy outside. Here's Holland. Tries the spin move. Pass to Thompson. Shot clock at 5. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Outside Reed. Fires the 3. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
Well, you can see that Edwards isn't trying to do it all on his own. He's also looking for shots for others out there.
Stewart outside. LeVert outside. Back to Stewart. 18 feet out. Basket counts. Stewart's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Preparation paying off for Stewart. He was on his spot and ready to go the second he got the ball. Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
LeVert outside. Inside. Floats one up. Holland can't hit. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Edwards. Detroit with a rebound.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Good.
And he is a hard charger. Ivy only plays at full speed. A great burst on his drives.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, BA. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
And that one's good. Cunningham.
Man, that right there gives you a sense of just how quick Cunningham really is.
Oh, Edwards, money on the triple.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Cunningham with the ball. The shot, no good. Here's Edwards. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Pistons trail up by 9. Cunningham looking it over. To the middle. On the wing, Ivy. Shot clock at 6. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Back to Cunningham. Shoots over DiVincenzo. That's short off the rim. Minnesota leading by 9. And it's blocked.
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Duran, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there. Detroit shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And that one misses. And Jaden Ivey, we've seen him come a long way as a player, coach.
Yeah, it took some time, BA, but we're now seeing the full range of his talent. He can be a force on offense and an absolute pest on D.
For 3, Randall nails it from 3. Randall's got 5 now.
Yeah, a shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the 3 with confidence now.
And it's Cunningham missing. Outside, DiVincenzo. Here's Randall. Thompson pulls it in. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. A 12-point game. Thompson with a screen. And here's Harris outside. He's off on that one. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Randall outside. The 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Yeah, as a shooter, Randall can be practically automatic. He gets the ball and immediately has a shot cooking.
And Cunningham throws it down.
Ooh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Wow, Julius Randle. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Rudy Gobert talked about his objectives. He said, my goal is to be the best defender ever. And now my only focus is to win a championship and to keep impacting my team. Keep trying to make my team the top defense in the league. I think that's the best measure of an all-time defender. Brian, back to you.
He can lock it down. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. The Pistons making a switch here. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
Randall can't hit. Pistons trail by 13. Cunningham outside. There's a minute 54 left in the third. LeVert outside. Detroit moving the ball around. Good D by Gobert. The Timberwolves lead by 13. Here's Randall using his post moves to get the 2 points. Randall's got 13 in the second half. Here's Cunningham. Oh, rejected by McDaniels.
With a swat from McDaniels. With a near 7-foot wingspan, he can cover a lot of ground. Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
A nice shot by Ivy.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you gotta love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Yeah, muscling through the contact on the drive. Randall, sensational at pulling his way to the rack.
Spins. And here's Cunningham outside. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Letting Randall get inside with the ball was a bad mistake. His finishing ability got him to the bucket.
Out to Harris. To the inside. Back to Cunningham. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gets it off. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit.
36. Timberwolves. 55.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Timberwolves lead by 19. Pass to Reed. And it's Harris with the rebound. Cunningham outside. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
Might be time for a little different approach. This shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Gets a hand on it. Pass to Duren. Here's Cunningham. 6 to shoot. Ivy outside. From the arc. Oh, and Reed with a block.
Well, Reed really gets after it on defense. He's a big man that loves coming up with blocks.
Here's Edwards. The shot misses. Pistons trail by 19. Here's Cunningham. Outside for LeVert. Now Cunningham. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, and his height, what a combination.
You know, BA, whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Reed. Good D by Duren. Detroit with the ball. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Cunningham, confident in his range.
Well, Cunningham, offensively, he can hurt you in so many ways, and he's got it all working tonight.
And the basket by Edwards.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And here's Cunningham outside. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Shoots a three, and that's good. Anthony Edwards for three. Edwards got 23 points.
And look, Edwards has a lethal pull-up game. It's one of the things that makes him so difficult to guard.
The Timberwolves lead by 18. Randall outside. Now Reed. Randall outside. And he drives in. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. He's got 21.
Yeah, Randall's so powerful on the take. Really tough for a defender to get in front.
Good for two.
Nice little floater there. Soft touch.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Edwards. It's cleared away by Thompson. Pistons trail by 18. Now Cunningham. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter here. Going to work in the low block.
Well, with the size that Cunningham has, he is a real handful inside.
Here's Reed. Outside Edwards. Duran pulls it down.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Timberwolves.
You love how they push the ball at every opportunity.
Yeah, they really dictated the pace, and it really paid off.
And what a huge performance it was for Julius Randle.
Well, he came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
Edwards. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
Should just about do it. Big time shot in the final stretches here.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to let up, and I like that. Keep pouring it on.
And he racks up two. Here's Minnesota. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Oh, he misses the deep three. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, it's off. It's been all Timberwolves. Randall fires. Oh, the long ball, no good. It's tipped. Randall with a steal. Yes, sir, it's good.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
So we see the Timberwolves take it.
I have any team try so you gotta keep it a buck. Knicks versus Knicks, I get real toxic. Don't care. Go ahead, don't care, nigga, don't care. team, bro. What the heck? Brunson off the bench, bro.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. Welcome to New York home court advantage for the Knicks. Clock at 6. Here's Towns. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
And the outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
And here's Brunson outside. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Pass to Robinson. Driving the lane. Robinson pulls it in. There's a screen by Robinson. Now here's Brunson. Out to Bridges. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson.
An expert shooter in the corner. Bridges knows that angle so well.
Brunson up top.
I had to shake back, bro. I gotta shake back from that game. I shouldn't have chose the Pistons. I should have knew better, bro. Damn, bro, just doing cheesy layups and stuff. Come on, bro. Trash. You feel me? Bro, can I get my team back, dude? Hey, bro. Everybody else in the league hurt, bro. Is he cheating this some? Play one more, so one more. Oh, Magic trash. We finna cook the Magic. They suck. They made Paolo so trash on this game, bro. Oh my goodness. Wemby out, bro. There's no good teams, y'all. I'm starving. We'll cook them like this. Cook them like this in a normal lineup. Normal 5. Come on, bro. Cool. I was tripping picking the Pistons, bro. That kind of blew me. I ain't gonna lie. I'm still sick over that. I should have known better, bro. Yeah, the Pistons tough in real life, but bro, come on, Chad. Tripping. Oh shit. Let me get right. I ain't got no real bucket getters, I ain't gonna lie. Do this.
Glad you could join us for our broadcast of NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. Pass to De Silva, to the paint. Now here's Carter. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Back to Randall. The three is up. It's rebounded by Wagner. And here are the Magic now. Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, BA. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
Minnesota with the ball. Orlando making their last shot. Pass to McDaniels. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Gobert, that's good.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense, but he's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Ant's defense is now a concern for coaches as well. Back to you guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Picked by Gobert. A shot from the high post. Orlando with the rebound. Pass to Carter. Comes up empty down low. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Can you say terrific athlete? Edwards just enjoys getting deep positioning and rising up for the slam.
Now here's Payne. Pass to De Silva. Back to Payne. Clock at 6. Orlando needs to get off a shot here. And here comes the break. Here's Randall. Yes, it's good.
Yeah, terrific transition hustle from Randall. Getting out there and completing the fast break.
To the inside. Carter. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside for Randall. From behind the arc. The rebound by Carter.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And Edwards, here we go. Pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Three-pointer. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
3.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Minnesota.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball. You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
That one's good for 2. Randall's got his second basket.
Yeah, Randall's so powerful on the take. Really tough for a defender to get in front.
And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul of the game. Minnesota on D. Picked by Carter. Inside. And it's slammed in by Carter.
They're using his frame to set a big pick. Carter effectively disrupts the defense.
And here's Edwards outside. And another 3 from Minnesota.
3 points.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Back to Wagner. Ooh, good finish at the rack off a slick feed.
And Wagner is a very efficient scorer in the painted area.
Picked by Gobert. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Gobert. He's checked by Carter. Gobert, that's good.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Here's Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
And just clear the deck. Nobody wants to be on the tracks when the Carter train is coming through.
Nails it from beyond the arc. Randall's got 7 points in the game.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Orlando shooting their first free throws of this game. And he's good on the second. 11 seconds left to play in the first. Outside Edwards. 1 second left. And Edwards slams it in.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, BA.
You know, there's an edge the way they play. And a cup.
21.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
And they need to continue that edge on defense. If your opponent is rattled, just dial up the pressure even more.
Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, BA. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
Isaac's shot is off. The Timberwolves lead by 11. From the baseline. And too long on the shot. And it's the Magic with the ball. To the middle. Out to the wing. Now Howard. Still without a bucket. And the shot's good.
Possessions that end with close looks, especially for guys like Isaac, those are key to winning games.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me. Back over to you guys.
Fills it up with the best. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Back to Bataze. Randall pulls down the board. Minnesota in the lead. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Back to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. DiVincenzo on the wing. Lets the three fly. Oh, Edwards, money on the triple.
And the offensive firepower Edwards is capable of is special. I mean, we are seeing it on full display right now.
Pass to Bataze. The kick out to Richardson. Fires the three. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Here's Edwards. Getting it done inside. Edwards. Legs, we've seen players extend their primes, extend their careers. What's behind that?
Well, I think you have to look at the absolute best, LeBron James, and what he has been able to do in making that investment in terms of caring for his body. It's a role model that all players should emulate.
The question is, can anybody replicate what LeBron has done?
Boy, that's going to be tough to copy that.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Reed sets a screen. Fires it. Edwards, no good. Magic trail by 12. Picked by Carter. And stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
Back to Bain. And it's out of bounds to the Magic. Orlando will retain possession here.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
He is just trying to make an impact by disrupting their rhythm.
Pass to De Silva. Jacks up a three. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves lead by 14. And here's Edwards outside. Gets the three ball to go. Edwards got 23 points.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
And once again, off the mark by Orlando. .23 seconds left in the second. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
I like their offensive approach. They've been aggressive, but under control.
From deep, Bane. No good. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota, hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. The Timberwolves lead by 19. Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10" wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Grant.
Yeah, the numbers remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
Count that one.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
I think everybody in here is in shock. In many ways, their team just hasn't shown up.
Orlando moving the ball around. Back to Carter. From downtown, it goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Excellent job by Carter Jr. recognizing the situation and getting the shot off in a hurry.
Reed for 3. Rebound by the Magic. Wagner on the wing. Down low. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Great D that time from Bane. Magic trail by 18. Here's Suggs. Wagner outside. Back to Bane. There's the triple. Reed with the rebound. And so it's Reed with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And there's the drive. It's McDaniels on the wing. No good on the 3.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Back to Wagner. Pass to Suggs. Launches a 3. The rebound by Shannon. Minnesota leading by 18. Here's McDaniels. Here's Shannon. Yet to see a basket. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
The officials were right on top of that one.
These are his first free throws of the game. And the Timberwolves making a change here. And so he hits both. Here's Suggs. Inside. That one drops for him. Wagner's gotten his 2nd bucket.
A good decision maker with the ball in his hands. Carter Jr. is a capable and willing distributor.
The kick out to Ingles. Off target with the 3. Magic trail by 18. Pass to De Silva. To the middle. Now Bane. On the wing, Suggs. Just 5 to shoot. No good from outside. Randall outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
From deep, Conley. Orlando with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line. A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. And Suggs, here we go.
Big but quick. Suggs so powerful off the drive.
Picked by Gobert. To the left side wing. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's foul number 2 for him. Both teams will make substitutions.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Outside Edwards. And it's blocked by Isaac.
Get great length from Isaac. He gets the hand up, gets a piece using that big wingspan.
Outside Richardson. Off target from three-point range. The Timberwolves lead by 16. Picked by Gobert. Outside Edwards. The kick out to Ingles. 6 to shoot. Minnesota again missing. Outside Richardson. Pass to Bataze. And here's Howard. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Edwards. With 1 on the clock. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Minnesota in control.
42.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, BA, you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
Magic trail by 16. Pass to Howard. And here's Isaac. Check by Randall. Isaac's shot is off.
Those are the ones you definitely have to make. Sometimes there's just enough defense to make a miss.
When Edwards knocks down threes, Ant is pretty much unstoppable.
Pass to Bataze. Back to Isaac. Now here's Bataze. Defended by Gobert. Orlando moving the ball around. Clock at 4.
I think we can say that shot is well within his range.
Yeah, let's hope so. Outside Edwards. And it's blocked by Isaac. To the inside. The kick out to Richardson. Picked by Isaac. Tries again. Richardson goes in. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota leading by 17. Outside Edwards. Pass to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Assist goes to.
Wow.
And
Julius Randle. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
Now Bataze. Defended by Gobert. Isaac outside. Hey, from beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Edwards with it. And they double up Edwards. Outside for Randall. Minnesota needs to get off a shot. Pass to DiVincenzo. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Orlando making some changes. Magic trail by 19. Here's De Silva. Lets it go from deep. Oh my, came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Team foul.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
And the second free throw is good. And he nails the third. The Timberwolves lead by 17. Picked by Gobert. Now here's Edwards. McDaniels knocks down the long J. McDaniels got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen. Well, he wanted to answer that 3 with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
Left side, Edwards. Another one falls for Minnesota.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
And the basket by Bain.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Timberwolves.
The coaching staff has to be happy with the way they've limited their turnovers here.
Yeah, BA, that's hashtag facts. Just tremendous patience and self-control.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, no doubt, he was the most impactful player for their offense tonight.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That's his first foul.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
There's 37 seconds left in the game. Edwards gets the bucket.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
Nails it from 3.
And I like that there. I mean, get Bain something in rhythm.
It's Edwards on the wing. Here he goes. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Wendell Carter.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
Back to Carter. Wagner outside. And another 3 for Orlando. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For reporter Ali LaForce.
Check a little stream, bro. We'll be back. We're gonna shake back. For sure, for sure.